right. I want to touch on this a little bit. The show. So Kyle, like, he watched all of it. Yeah. Started watching the first season.
Super good show to watch with your girlfriend.
Fucking crazy show. How would you describe like the concept of this show?
It was fucking hell. So So for context, for people listening, I went on like the casting process for the show was legit, just like day in day out sex. Like, what do you do in bed? Do you like to eat ass? How many people have you slept with? How many people have you slept with last week? Like, so I was just like, holy shit, I'm about to fly into a fucking orgy show and just bust nuts everywhere.
So before we get on the show, they were asking these questions to test.
They were like in my head, bro. I was living, breathing sex. I was like, damn, I'm going to go on this shit and just fucking go crazy. I mean, wild. So I pull into this. I see the hottest girl of my entire life. And I'm like, sweet. We get drunk. We get touchy. Start to feel what's going on. And they drop these rules on us where we can't have sex. We can't spoon. We can't kiss. We can't do anything. We lose money off a prize fund because people like me are the problem. We come in and we just like don't value sex. We go crazy. So they're trying to like help teach people like me to not not like to value sex and shit like that.
That's the moral of it is like, okay.
Yeah, it's trying to teach us to have morals. Yeah.
You can't replace it with like dry humping or like, you know.
Oh, I tried.
Are you big into dry humping?
I'm not big into dry humping. I'm just saying if they're forcing you to not have sex with really attractive people in the house, like, you know, you gotta have like scapegoat.
I mean, it was literally like zero touching. And
the show's called Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah,
right?
well, and you fucked it up.
Absolutely.
You fucked it up for everyone involved because
absolutely.
Because of what? How did it go? It was like if you touch someone, you like lose money.
Describe
right?
Lana like for the fans.
Oh yeah. So there's a little cone bitch. I mean, sorry. I have PTSD. I hate her. There's this little cone that like lights up and it like tells you, you know, who lost money, what's going on, blah blah blah. There's like also workshops there where they teach us like stuff about sex. Like some of them were like how to tie each other up with ropes. Other stuff was about like losing your ego and like trying to move forward and be better people. But I lost the most amount of money because I had the hottest girl I've ever seen in my entire life. And like I was like, I can't fight my genetics, my bones, my deep down. All I want to do is reproduce with her. Like sue me. Like my forefathers wanted this. So I was like, you know what? I have to do it. I don't care if it's on Netflix, whatever. I will do my best to get her pregnant.
So it was.
And this was the major.
He was not practicing safe sex.
That was the major storyline. Was you and this girl like Francesca that you met on the show?
Great time. Yeah.
So how'd it happen the first time?
So quick. Yeah.
Just like quick.
because you fucked her on the show, right?
Yeah. It was.
And that was. But they didn't highlight that. On the show, they like kind of like.
I'm glad they did it.
They like tiptoed around the back. They're like, oh, Francesca and Harry kissed. But like I was watching this, I'm like, no fucking way they
just
kissed.
kiss.
Yeah.
Like that's like the way, like that's like the sugar coating way of doing it.
Well, no, there was like an initial kiss, and then once we got the private suite, it was fucking on. I literally said to the boys, I was like, I'm sorry, like you should be happy if we come out of this with money. Because I'm going in there trying to spend it all. Like
you have to start
you lose money for the team. So the team, when you're hooking up, you're losing the team money, right?
And everyone's pissed because this money means a lot to some people, and people like me, I'm like, I don't care about money.
You're trying to get a nut. That's like
for a nut.
Yeah, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Like let me have it. Like let me go. So yeah, that we just had the private suite. I think we lost everyone like 20 grand that night, and then just like I think it was like 32 or
20 grand for sex.
Would you?
Great, it was worth it.
If it was out of your pocket, would you have paid 20 grand?
Fuck yeah!
Really?
That was such a good night. Yeah. That was so much fun.
So you feel fully comfortable in saying that you would have paid 20 grand out of your own pocket to have sex with her?
Yeah. And in that circumstance, for sure.
Yeah. With the tension building up with the fact that you're not supposed to. Everybody's like cameras everywhere.
So taboo.
Yeah. The craziest part is you guys would be like under a blanket and you'd be like, oh, no one's going to catch us. And she would like go under and give you a head. But then there'd be a camera in the corner of the room that catches everything you guys try to do.
The craziest thing is we thought we were so sneaky. Because also like I was a little bit lit. Like it takes me like 2 drinks to get drunk.
Okay.
And it was late at night and we're like getting like frisky. And then she was like, oh, it's so cold up here. I'm going to sneak down. And I was like, oh, I'm going to lay sideways.
Right.
And put a pillow here so that it looks like I'm cuddling her. I forgot that it's fucking TV and they have like telescope fucking lenses and microphones everywhere. There was a microphone above the bed, the side of the bed, and then to the other side. I think the issue was when I came, I started laughing like loud and everyone's like asleep in the room. And I'm just sitting there just like belly laughing. And she's like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, I can't help it. Like, this is so funny.
Did you ever talk to like the editors of the show? because I mean they were the only ones that were like really like watching that footage, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like a porn producer, but like it's like a little bit like more
watching people fuck all the time.
I just had to like double check. I was like, yo, like what can be shown? And they said I think like up to a certain amount of seconds of sex can be shown if there's like covers over, and then just like if you don't want it to be put on, just be completely naked. And I was like, all right, well, fuck the blankets off.
Oh,
because there was cameras everywhere.
You can't
Blur it
show
out.
that. Yeah. Okay, I
So
get
the
what you
people behind the scenes got a great show.
they saw everything.
They're just over there
Oh,
spanking.
God. Well, it was the microphones by the bed that was so crazy to me because you're just straight hearing Glock 3000 like with high def microphones. Like this was under your bed, and you're just
It's nuts.
nuts.
I remember watching the sound guys like test it, and they'd have like a pillow, and they'd be like whispering in the pillow, and they'd be like at the bottom of the bed, and they could hear it. They just like it was so fucking like hyper sensitive.
how long was that process? How long were you in that like?
It was a
environment?
month. It was a month. Yeah.
Did you go crazy like always knowing that you're being filmed?
Nah, I loved it. Look at me, I'm an idiot. It was